Yes, I know this video is old and irrelevant, but my excuse is that this was gonna be a co-op, but my partner was too busy and had better points, so you know what? Fuck it! Haven't made a commentary in a year, so y'all can kiss my ass!
The return is oh wait, no wait, you're kidding. He didn't just say what I think he did he?
So, I know my track record of talking about gender issues is a bit controversial, to say the least.
Why? Because everybody knows you can't debate that shit for crap?
Possibly fail on ripping into. For anyone fortunate enough to not know this fine specimen of humankind is named Milo Stewart, a transgendered male who I call the Tumblr incarnate.
I'm sorry, but I can't be the only one that finds Slothboy, nihilistic snake, referring to someone Tumblr incarnate to be hilarious. Seriously, you have to be self-aware of the irony in saying that, but anyways, on the topic at hand. You're going after Milo? Really? I mean, I wouldn't mind so much, but I think everything that needed to be said at Milo has already been said before. And considering how everyone online has pretty much forgotten about him, as well as the fact that the video is over 2 months old by now, yeah, it kinda looks like you're doing this to get some publicity, or at least to get the CC off your back for being labeled as a social justice warrior. I'm not saying it's the latter, but it's probably the latter. And look how well that turned out.
Oh, and Milo, if you're gonna accuse me of being some cis MRA moron, let me tell you that I'm a radical feminist who's had transgender thoughts. Come at me.
Oh yeah, well, I'm a gay autistic furry, formerly a brony. Ouch!
Good morning, easily offended millennials.
Well, this is already off to a most magical beginning.
Heh. You're funny. Don't do that again.
This video is going to include discussions about racism. And because I am white, none of these thoughts about racism in this video are my original thought.
So you basically admit to us that your credibility is all but worthless, and yet you still preach to us anyway? We've hit a new record of stupidity, haven't we?
Considering how you said that Ponder already did a video on this,
I know Ponder ripped into this video already, but I felt like giving my own spin on it since I was way too unwilling to let this go unanswered.
one can say that you, good sir, are taking the same ideas from Ponder, thus making all that you said null and void. I'm not saying that you are a total hack, the point being that you didn't prove Milo wrong. Like, so what if he's basing this off of someone else's beliefs? He probably used his own experiences to base his own ideas and beliefs out of those sources. Even though, yes, both of the sources are extremely racist and wrong.
I accredit to most of the ideas that I have picked up from these two videos created by two very lovely black YouTubers. So go and check them out, please, because they're lovely and awesome, and like, why not?
Okay, you sounded very condescending when you said that. I know I have a condescending attitude as well, and I may come off as a hypocrite, but it's at least acknowledged by my fans that I'm deliberately playing it up for the sake of entertainment.
Yep, that's exactly how I know it is. My fans know that I'm playing it up, totally not me hiding my mistakes. Also, rewatching that portion of the video, he wasn't coming off condescending. I mean, there are points in the video where Milo is, but that part, no, I don't really know how you would say that unless you were making that point later in the video and that was a flub up, which, I mean, I can understand, but you didn't think that after rewatching it, which I assume you did, and thought, maybe this isn't that great of a point.
All white people are racist, all men are misogynistic, all cisgender people are transphobic, all members of a majority are biased against the members of the minority or oppressed group.
Trigger warning here just in case, since what I'm about to say could potentially offend a lot of people. But if men suck so much, why the fuck did you choose to identify as one? Are you some kind of sleeper agent for the female gender that you're trying to get as much info as you can about men that you want to report back to them and to strike a massive nuclear assault on every frat house, golf course, and country club in the entire country of America? Cause I'm onto your tricks, mister.
Hey, what did I say about you making jokes? I mean, if you are going to go that route, fucking emote be better. Like this. Ahem. Are you some kind of sleeper agent for the female gender that you're trying to get as much information as you can about men, and you want to report back to them and strike a massive nuclear assault on every frat house, golf course, and country club in the entire country of America? Because I'm onto your tricks, mister. See? Better. But anyways, here's the big problem with what you said. You're missing the point of what Milo is saying. By admitting that all men are sexist, all white people are racist, yada yada, then these people can make the world better. Or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. Milo's point is stupid, but that isn't some self-hatred attitude you're making it out to be. Not to mention he did say this.
All cisgender people are transphobic.
So that excluded him from the topic because he is a part of the trans community. And before anyone comments, yes, I am aware of the allegations that Milo is faking being trans to get publicity. I don't believe that's true, but Milo is probably trolling to get the attention of the stupid masses. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Anyways, again, Slothboy, I mean nihilistic snake. God, that's such a stupid fucking name to say. You still can't decipher or deduct for crap. Get good at it because it makes you look transphobic.
If men suck so much, why the fuck did you choose to identify as one?
Please, let this be a CC meme. I really want it to be.
In fact, most people are racist, misogynistic, transphobic, ableist, etc. I am racist, classist, ableist, and I probably contribute to many other systems of marginalization that I am not aware of.
See what I mean?
You're still missing the misguided point. Sit the fuck back down, sir.
Nor are they stereotypes or generalizations. Rather, they are facts about the way we are socialized in a Western society, and in most other societies.
That may be the point, but assuming all white cis males are the root of all evil and wanting to keep it that way is only going to perpetuate the problem even more.
Gee, you didn't have any problem perpetuating rape culture now, did ya?
This whole victimized by white men mentality doesn't do anything to solve the real problems. Why SJWs continue to espouse this is beyond me.
Gee, you didn't have any problem perpetuating rape culture now, did ya?
Even if you are raised by open-minded people, you will still be psychologically affected by living in a society built on imperialism, which, by the way, created cisnormativity and heteronormativity.
Yeah, if you allow it to get to you.
Gee, you didn't have any problem perpetuating rape.
Yeah, let's address the elephant in the room. Slothboy, I mean nihilistic. You know what? Fuck it. Slothboy, I can't ignore the fact that you made countless videos about toxic masculinity and acting like a self-righteous social justice warrior. It would be one thing if you admitted that you've done goofed, but you never did. In fact, you continue to perpetuate that. I can't ignore this. I'm sorry. I shouldn't do this, but you don't think that maybe making a video condemning the actions of a social justice warrior might be seen as slight hypocrisy. Or the funniest thing that is meant to be taken seriously. Might be the latter. Point being, irony. You got none.
So, if you choose to let the white cis-het male culture of absolute control over the weaker races, you're a retard.
Excuse me for getting on a moral high horse, but Slothboy, can you not go one video where you want to be seen as having a high moral understanding and use the word retard as a derogatory word? Herp, derp, making fun of the mentally challenged is fucking hilarious.
We're raised to believe that gender is based on biology, and that features that are typically associated with one sex are repulsive or shocking on the other binary gender, especially when it comes to transgender women.
Well, let's be honest here. If that weren't the case, then I'd be a woman because I have a dick.
But that's not what Milo meant. Where the fuck did you get, well, if that's true, then I'm a girl because I got some pee-pee. Ugh, yuck. Maybe that was meant to be some kind of edgy joke. Well, if that's true. Ha! There. You got somebody to laugh. Now please stop.
Beauty standards affect everyone's psychology, and cisnormative beauty standards are no exception.
Too bad gender aesthetics are based more on objectivity than subjectivity. Scientists have deduced that women are actually becoming more and more physically attractive, which gets backed up by another scientific study that says that women are never straight. They are either bisexual or gay.
Most women. Also, how does that mean that females are becoming more physically attractive? Like, oh wow, some females consider themselves bisexual. So fucking what? Does that mean that they want to shag up more?
Subjectively speaking here, I fucking adore thick women. Like, fucking worship them. Thick women are literally perfection, both physically and emotionally and mentally, just so I don't sound superficial. Objectively speaking, thick women are still more attractive than thick men. Why is this? Associations. First, Curvy women have ideal body types to carry babies and in turn can be healthy mothers.
You know, for a self-described radical feminist, you sure do love using pigs of that tracer booty. One could say there's nothing but tracer booty and you didn't have an option. Well, here's an option. Don't use pigs of tracer booty. Or better yet, don't use pigs of tracer. That is Henry's avatar after all. There. I said it. I hope you sheep are happy.
This is what attracts us as hetero males. Thick men, however, not so much. If a man has a similar body type, it doesn't mean much in terms of sexual and romantic association. Men can't bear children, so all that's left is just personal preference. Look, to all the thick dudes out there, I'm not judging you for your body types. I don't have a six-pack, nor am I built like Triple H. I don't judge based on bodies. I'm just telling it like it is.
By projecting your own views as facts? Well, that's douchey. Also, repeating what a certain Sprocket said, if females with much bigger bodies is considered more desirable, why aren't advertisement agencies using them to show beauty? I mean, you're saying that much thicker females are more desirable, which is not the case. No, you aren't wrong for preferring what you want to bang, but that does not mean that everyone has that viewpoint. Because as a gay man, fuck you! My boyfriend is thick and he's just the cutest thing ever.
If you followed me this far, and you agree that all people are psychologically affected by marginalization, but you disagree with calling these biases racism or transphobia or misogyny, then there's really no point in arguing further.
Hold up, I'm confused. Didn't you say that judging white males, all of them, as imperialist despots was justified? Or at least you implied it. Now you're saying that all groups are marginalized by body types? I don't get you.
No, that's not what he said. That's not even close. Quit putting words in people's mouths. You seriously have a problem with that.
Once a discussion boils down to disagreement over the definition of a word, it's probably not going to be very productive. However, I will make an argument for why I believe we should view racism, transphobia, and misogyny from a wider lens, and you can feel free to respectfully disagree with me.
Let's see what happens when you chance upon this video. I don't think you'll be honoring my opinion, kiddo.
Oh, don't flatter yourself.
Transphobia and misogyny, they think of blatant, unapologetic hate, like violently attacking someone because of their identity.
That's what racism and bigotry leads to, dumb fuck.
So you pretty much agree? Okay, good to know. Don't know why you had to point that out.
Subconscious biases are the reason why we're more likely to see a black person holding a cell phone or toy gun and think we see a dangerous armed person.
Cell phones are more threatening when you see a Muslim using them. Get your fucking stereotypes right, you social justice fuckbag.
Whoa! 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 Okay! Hold the phone! Hold the fucking phone! What the fuck was that? Like, not only was that extremely racist, but you do know there are cases where that has happened. You can't just dismiss that. Jesus, don't go with a crash a point to condemn racism.
We the only two black faces surrounded by a sea of over-caffeinated white people patrolled by the trigger-happy LAPD. So you tell me, why aren't we scared?
Because we got guns?
You could be right.
Get the fuck out of the car!
Give me the keys!
Come on, hurry up!
Fun fact! Crash is the funniest movie I've ever seen. Hilarious.
Microaggressions are also to blame for the fact that transgender women are stereotyped as being sex workers, which hurts people like Megan Taylor, who was jailed for 8 days after the hotel she was staying at wrongfully reported her.
Proof! Where the fuck is it?
Okay, I take that back. This needs to become a CC meme. Like, oh man, can we just make this the next Foxtrot Delta Lima meme?
The whole point of acknowledging that we're racist, transphobic, misogynistic, etc. is so that we can better recognize our biases and work to overcome them.
And yet you don't give any real way of showing men how to rise above and shatter gender roles other than,
I'm Slothboy, look at my dank memes.
you kinda need to try to do it. Here, I'll help you. Instead of saying, not all men, say, Men need to stop this, or whatever fits the context of the situation you're combating.
Can't go 1 second without showing the world that you're sexist, huh? I understand. And with that, I'll end it here. Slothboy didn't say anything else much to note after this, so final thoughts. It's Slothboy. Do you expect anything less? But after reviewing his other commentaries that no one else has commentated on, I find something rather interesting. What does he bring to the CC? I mean, when you really think about it, when it comes to his shtick and the way he presents himself, he doesn't really stick out. He can't deliver jokes or emote for crap. I guess he considers swearing like a sailor as a form of entertainment, but honestly, he reminds me of people like Steven the Master or Hero of Tomorrow. Commentators that try to come off serious, and yet makes generic and safe commentaries with points that are interchangeable with other, better commentaries. I'm not saying that making safe commentaries are necessarily a bad thing, but when you over-rely on them without at least trying to stick out, then honestly, why should I bother subscribing, or at least following to see if you improve? That's a big issue I have with Slothboy, how little he sticks out. He's not making himself look like a huge dick. Hell, I don't even think he really cares. I get this apathetic vibe from him, like he's doing this to get some foothold in our niche corner of YouTube. I wouldn't say that Slothboy needs to leave the commentary community, but that we all should leave Slothboy. Or at least not give attention to average commentators. It's the same thing that happened to MXDLR or Common Jack. People that make average commentaries that really don't deserve all the attention that they've got. So let us all do a big favor and stop talking about Slothboy for the love of God. Which is coming from somebody that made a commentary on Slothboy. Oh, motherfucker!
Dr. Dre said, nothing, idiots. Dr. Dre's dead. He's locked in my basement.
Also, don't call this a comeback, I'm still dead.